Here they go. There they go. You missed them, Daisy. You'll smell them when you get over here, hon. They're sitting right here. Goes Daisy after some deer. Daisy is super fast. You'd never believe it unless you saw her take off for some deer like she just did. You know, it was funny, in the winter we had all that snow, and it was just too deep for Daisy to go out in the back. And those deer would stick their face through the rail trying to get bird feed, and she'd go up and touch noses with them. Now in the summer, the chase is on again. Yeah, she realized that she wasn't going to catch them. Boy, nice night. Can't see with this foam, but nice moon coming up. Just felt a couple of mosquitoes. Gotta get Daisy on her heartworm. This is the monument to the Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah, I wish you could see that moon better. It's beautiful. See it there? Try and zoom in on it a little. Nah, it's just, there it is, but it really looks great in person. Hey Catherine, how you doing? Yeah, nice moon up here. Yeah, it's still pretty light out here. Doing pretty good. So I take Daisy for a nice walk. She doesn't like going out in the daytime. That sun on that black coat of hers. Sure have been a lot of nice birds around. Yeah, I gotta get hers. They want you to give that heartworm all year long. Doesn't make any sense to me to use it after November. I'm lucky to be able to take Daisy out here in the summer and the winter with permission, which is kind of nice. It's like a giant park. I don't have to maintain. Come on. Come on, Daisy. Come on, girl. Come on, Daisy. Come on, Daisy. Oh, have you? Yeah, I could, but I just don't see the sense of giving them heartworm when there are no mosquitoes around for 4 months. It's cool how they have these greens like carpet. Yeah, Daisy's a great dog. She really is. Come on, Daisy. Come on. Daisy. Look how nice it is out here. Let me clean this lens off. Wildlife all over here. Yeah, it doesn't need to be built up in the system, though. It starts working the day you put them on it. Come on, Daisy. Daisy. Come on, Daisy. Nice out here tonight. Come on. Here she comes. Atta girl. Yeah, it is a moneymaker, yep. Atta girl. You know, if you were in Florida, I'd say yeah. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Look over here. Looking for some more deer. Come on. Yeah, wow. Wow. You're in a good mood, huh? Now on the heartworm tests, you'd be very unlucky for them to get bit in a shorter period of time and get heartworm. First of all mosquitoes don't transmit it, and secondly, I read an article one time that's like multiple exposures. I mean, I always use it. It's particularly after I shave your hair down, but some places are much worse than others. I think Wisconsin is a bad state. Feeling good, hon? You feeling good? You feeling good? You feeling good? Yeah, it's a sweet dog. Thanks, Olivia. She likes it out this time. Feeling good, huh, Daisy? You good girl? Are you a good girl, hon? Yeah, she loves it out here. She has allergies. You can hear her sniffling in the daytime. Pollen was a killer yesterday. I went and got some of that nasal spray, and I also got some Claritin D. You know, there are different schools of thought on generic compared to brand name, and I've read a lot on this as well. Certain things like ibuprofen, stay away from the generic ibuprofen. I do. And the same thing for me with this Claritin D. I mean, it's a hell of a lot cheaper to get the generic, but it doesn't work for shit. And it's the same ingredients, so I don't know whether how it's bound or what. And there are a lot of nasal sprays. I use the Walgreens version of Flonase. It's got to be the same propellant and the same corticosteroid. But man, yesterday I felt tired as hell. Come on, girl. Wow. Wow. Oh, she got a whiff of something. Yeah, it was really nice. Dark down there already, Catherine? Wow. Yeah, I'm lucky to be able to do it. I realize that. You know, my dogs, my whole life, I've never really had on leashes. I always took them someplace. I took them to those metro parks when I lived downriver. And then I lived up north, and in Florida I had 20 acres. So I've been lucky to not have to put them on leashes. I've realized through owning dogs that a walk with a leash around the block doesn't do shit. For the first 3 years I had Daisy, I swear she'd run full tilt for an hour. It was unbelievable. She'd go in the sand trap. Yeah, she shakes it off. Good girl, hon. Good girl. I gotta fix this with this thing. Daisy, come on, get out of there. Come on, hon, get out of there. Good girl. Yeah, she's a sweet dog. She looks a lot different with her haircut, doesn't she? You know, I had a picture of her when she was 6 months old, about 6 months old. It was the same exact body. I mean, she's weighed about the same since a young dog. I mean, sometimes I think she's fat, but she looked just like that as a young dog. Just this real thick torso. Yeah, it's true. I'd rather have a dog than a kid. I never wanted kids. Yeah, to each his own. You know, I noticed coming back here in the winter a lot that these coyotes pick off these young deer whenever they feel like it. There's skeletons all over the place. Like year-old, you know, 6-month-old deer. Catherine, you got downtown at all? Come on. Looks like you have some pretty good weather coming up. I think I got a lady I'm going to rent a room from down there. Stay down there a lot more. Been hustling up trying to get some clients, but I haven't got one yet. It's a bitch starting a detective agency. I've started them before, and one took me 2 years to get my first case. Can you believe that? The others took a year. Come on. Come on. Come on, Dazer. Come on, Dazer. Come on, Daze. Now you can see the moon a little bit better. Come on, Daisy. Wow. Come on, Daze. It's really nice out here. I think it's like 72. You good girl? What are you doing? You good girl? Yeah, beautiful. Robin must have a nest around here. Come on, Days. I haven't seen these woodpeckers around here like I used to. I did have them stop by at my bird feeder a couple times, but not like they had in the previous winters. And I don't hear them screaming. Days, come on, hon. You know, crazy as it sounds, this lady that emailed me, she sends me pictures of the room like she's really concerned that people know where she lives, and it looks perfect. She said it's in an industrial area shared with residential homes 10 minutes from Detroit. Now, that could be a lot of places. My guess is Inkster, something like that. I don't know is the answer. Yep, that's right. Good girl. Looks like this golf course has been getting some pretty good action. The guy that was running it bought it, so I wish him the best. Golf's a dying sport, just like bowling. You look at the numbers. I'll tell you what else is dying: baseball. You look at the numbers on baseball; they're way down, and they've been going down. You couldn't pay me to go to a baseball game. First one I went to was 13 innings. That was it for me. They say it's the hardest game to play well, and there's probably some truth to that, but it just bores the hell out of me. It's funny how certain things interest you and others don't. Yeah, you know, I got a hole-in-one the first time I went golfing. Luckily, I was with a deacon of the church, a buddy of mine's dad. I did it for about a year, but I just couldn't get into it. Plus, I got a bad temper. It's not bad as it used to be. And I'd think nothing about wrapping my club around a tree in front of a client, which just isn't cool. I used to go batshit crazy when I'd start losing at putt-putt golf. Yeah, it's just not for me. Just out there walking around. I mean, I like the scenery and everything, and I'm a loner guy. There's too many people around, I guess. Yeah, culture's really changing. You know, it's these esports are really taking off. They've got college scholarships for that, and hell, they're drawing more than some of the traditional pro sports as far as viewership. I do like it. I love boxing. I've been a boxing nut since I was young. And I do like MMA, although it's, God, is that brutal. Man, I would never let anybody, if I had a kid, do that. I do watch some football. That's getting near powder puff, too. The way they protect these quarterbacks. It's so much different now than it was 15 years ago. That's why you see these crazy scores. College basketball, I like that. The NBA, I'm totally sick of. Bunch of lazy asses, overpaid. You want to see some defense, watch a college team. That team that beat Michigan, man, I've never seen defense like that. Yeah, I mean, fighting, you know, fighting is it's a real skill. It's just like anything else. It's like typing or anything else. I mean, these guys are trained athletes. It's not fighting because they're mad at each other. It's, on their own volition. I mean, they know what they're signing up for. But God knows what the consequences are going to be, the long-term health damages of these MMA guys. I mean, they're worried about concussions in football. These guys are getting kneed to the head and punched after they've been knocked out. It's a brutal sport. That's kind of switching too. I see the UFC's got away from paying these crazy big purses. They're going to go with the middle of the road people now. They're in it. They're running it as a business that can make the most amount of money. Just like these college athletics programs do. I think it's bullshit these college kids pay for nothing. Get some bullshit basket weaving degree. I mean, these universities just, make tons of money off these kids. The NCAA, or the kids play for some worthless college degree. And I see they're doing away with one and done, so kids with enough talent will be able to go right out of high school into the NBA. Hey, if you've got those skills, what the hell you want to dick around playing on some college basketball team and maybe getting a knee injury? It's an individual choice. And besides, for the contracts you get if you're a first-round draft choice, who in the hell needs a college degree? I mean, isn't the whole idea to get a job? You don't need a job when you're a first-round draft pick. You got one. And it'll pay more than ever getting that degree. They've really done a great job over the years, although it's going away of selling people the importance of college. I think it's less important now than it's ever been. I remember I barely got in and barely got out everywhere I went. I got a degree in criminal justice, a Bachelor of Science. And when I got it, it was like a big deal. I had shitty grades and I still had all sorts of job opportunities. But now they're a dime a dozen. It's really like a couple classes different than a social work degree. You don't know how to do anything when you get it. But it's worked for me. It kept me from having to work for a detective agency for $10 an hour. I'm surprised. The numbers do still go up a little bit every year, but people my age, like the baby boomers, I think this up north is going to go to hell. In the next 30 years, it's going to be a hell of a lot worse off than it is now, not counting places like Petoskey, Traverse City, that kind of thing. And the east side of the state, from Taos north, is absolutely dead. And in the middle of the state, it's not dead, but it's half dead, all the way up to Mackinac. You're in trouble when the only good jobs left are working for the government. Private companies can't afford to pay for health care. It's no problem putting it off on the taxpayers. Even the most menial jobs for the state have great benefits that you couldn't afford on your own if you were self-employed. Yeah, it's funny with Daisy. She's been like that since I've had her. She will be behind me on the way out and always be ahead of me on the way home. Hey Sheila, how you doing? There's a robin. It's been coming back 3 years that I know of, the corner of this roof. Well, you don't like private health insurance companies? I've had problems from him before. Hey Sherry, how you doing? How's your husband doing? Ah, nothing, just taking the dog for a walk. Beautiful out. Well, I'll tell you, that Baltimore Oriole I got inside my house was gorgeous. You know, I never saw one up that close. They're small birds. And if it wasn't for the orange, they look exactly like a blackbird. Hear the spring peepers? Yeah, that bird was gorgeous. I mean, you couldn't paint a painting that beautiful. Come on, Daisy. Daisy likes to chase these cats. A lot of people here feed these feral cats. Atta girl, hon. Come on. Come on, Daisy. Nah, I don't. They're all over around here. I paid to have 20 of them spayed and neutered a few years ago. It was cheap, like 20 bucks a piece. But I like birds more than I like cats. And shit, they think they did that to like 100 of them or something. They're everywhere around here. Those other buildings I own across from the post office. Other buildings I wish I didn't own. Cats all over. Good girl, hon. Oh, you're welcome. There's a lady. It's political. At the time I was on the Humane Society board, which I couldn't wait to get off of. So I kind of had to. It's my bachelor pad. Stacy's bucket of food. Tonight, it's going to be 2 hamburgers. I only got crappy beer left. Do you ever clean your oven? You know, I don't think I've cleaned my oven once. Turn the old broiler on. Yeah, I ask people about it. I don't know anybody that cleans their oven. Sorry about that. No, I don't know anybody that does either. I don't know what good it does. I got a crock pot. I got a couple crock pots. You know, you'd think a crock pot, like you just cook stuff in there all the time. It's healthy, it's not fried. But I just don't. You know, I'm going to put these hamburgers on here without touching them, I hope. Even though the fire should burn off the germ. Yeah, I should get a cookbook on what to do. I usually put the same thing over and over. Mainly chicken. I notice as I'm getting older, I don't like pork as much as I used to. Yeah, I don't know. I cook simple stuff. Hang You guys probably know it already, but that hamburger, that lean hamburger, that 90-10, it sucks for making hamburgers. It's too damn dry. You can't even hear it cooking under the broiler. Had a problem uploading a video today. Looks like I still might be having a problem. Looks like it won't finish it off. It says complete. No upload yet. Huh. This thing's been acting up a little bit today. Did some marketing today. Hey, I'm going to sign off this one and sign on my desktop, okay? So I'll be off just a second. I'm going to sign on my desktop. Yeah, this thing's not working right, this damn power director.